guys, this is your reading for Saturday the 28th of October. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Sacred India Tarot again today. Let's have a look at what's coming up today. Okay. So we have Temperance, which is about balance and moving ahead. Then we have the Queen of Staves, a court card, so the Queen of Wands. And then we have another court card, which is the King of Arrows, the King of Swords. So Temperance is about, it's a major arcana card, and it's about moving forward. So she's kind of bringing these things together. It's a cleansing, it's a release. And wow, she's actually a lot braver than the usual kind of angels, because she's got her foot on a crocodile there to do this kind of cleansing, balancing work. That's what she is. She's kind of the angel of balance in a sense, and she soothes all of this chaos so that the path can be opened up, so that she can move forward. So one of the steps to move forward is through meditation and connecting with your higher self, because it's going to lead you to this Shangri-La mountain at the end here, which is paradise, which is your personal enlightenment, which is your sense of what works in my life, how do I maintain tranquility and calm in my life, and how do I progress without kind of having these meltdowns all the time or destroying myself in the process. Because a lot of spiritual progress and people who try and improve themselves, a lot of it is through pain, but that's not the only way that you can progress. It doesn't have to be, everything doesn't have to be difficult. In fact, it's much easier if you choose a path like meditation to keep things simple and keep things balanced and not chaotic, so that you don't need this big intervention every time where it's like, okay, I'm taking a break, I'm balancing out my life, work life, you know, free time, let's work this out. And instead, focus on the spiritual balance that you can achieve, and it guides you on your path more clearly. So the next thing is the Queen of Staves. And the Queen of Staves is going to make an impact, okay? When she walks into a room, people notice she's the Queen of Fire, and she's the Queen of Passion and life purpose and desire. She's mastered the destructive and angry forces, and she's managed to hold on to this huge amount of fire and passion and drive and contain it and maintain very peaceful and tranquil despite the amazing power that's within her. The Suit of Wands is all about how you grow, what your life purpose is, what your development is, and really how you can do something in your life that makes you feel like you're getting somewhere while also enjoying the process. You know, so if you're working with disabled children and you find it hard to keep the balance because sometimes they're so rough, but you feel the work is worthwhile and you try and maintain the balance because you really feel you're making a difference, that's hard in itself. But if the passion is there behind it, then that's something that you can really sustain and maintain and do, and really help other people in a difficult situation, not because they're so powerful and they have so much passion for it, but because you do. And even if it's unrequited, it's kind of, I have this sense of fire within me that I need to do something with, and that I need to go out into the world and explore. And most of us have that desire. At some point in our lives, we say, you know, my parents did this and did this, but at this stage in my life, I'm going to think about who I am, what I want to do, and the direction that my life is going to go in. I mean, I think we all reach a point of that. You'll see what's balanced in your life. Again, it's an interesting time of kind of, it's almost like a drone or like a hoverboard or something. It's almost like you're pulling back from your life. You're not that swept up in it at the moment. Yesterday was like that, today's like that. You get this sense of perspective, what I love, what I don't love. It becomes really, really clear to you because the Queen of Staves is pure fire, and fire really purifies, doesn't it? It gets rid of the stuff that's negative and that doesn't work, and it it cleanses, it leaves ash behind, which can then be used for great fertilizer, and then grass grows, and it's all about transformation, death, and rebirth. So the other thing though is that we've got a lot of fire here, we've got temperance here, and it's about goal setting. It's about what is it that I want. It could be that she's very much into getting to this place of Shambhala, you know, the promised land in terms of love. That's the purpose. How do I love people? Or how do I be of service? Or how do I progress spiritually? Regardless of what your specific goal is, the intention and the desire to progress is going to be really powerful today. So make sure that you have a little bit of time to kind of just communicate with yourself and see what it is you're trying to achieve, and whether that's going to cause more chaos in your life or more tranquility. Finally, we've got the King of Arrows, who has these snakes here at the bottom of his feet, and snakes are wisdom. Snakes are a symbol of spirituality and insight. And as the King of Swords, the King of Thought, communication, ideas, he is really someone who is able to see all things. He's got his third eye open there. His guides are with him, they're surrounding him. He's got all the information about the world. He can point his arrow anywhere and affect change wherever he likes. And then he's got the world on a feather. You see, it's so light, it's nothing to him. Because he lives in the world of thought, the world is no lighter than a feather, because he realizes that the world is an illusion, and our world is an illusion. What we think inside happens in reality. That's the simplest way I can say it. It's The Secret was a big hit many years ago with the book and the DVD, and they said all you have to do is think positively. Like, think about a check coming through the door, and a check's going to come through the door. Okay, that's the point of The Secret. I agree with that. I think that's correct, but I think they miss out a couple of steps. Because if you want a check to come through the door, you visualize that check coming through the door. Fine, you hand it over to the universe, you send it away. But then in response, what you're going to get messages and guidance in terms of practical things that you can do. Okay, so start launching your mechanic business, or get a loan and invest in that. And it's when you listen to that guidance and you implement it, that's when you get your check. So it's a three-part process. It's visualizing, then it's actually listening to the guidance and then taking action on it, and that's what's going to change your life. And that's what the King of Swords is good at. He sees things clearly. He's so powerful and wise that he thinks good things. He doesn't create a world of chaos. He creates a world of completion where you feel fulfilled and where you're doing something that you enjoy. And as long as he's thinking it, it becomes reality. So the King of Arrows is almost like a god in this deck, because whatever he kind of focuses on becomes activated and justified. And we all want to be her, don't we? We all want to feel alive and calm at the same time, and feel like we're protected and we're going in the right direction, and wisdom is supporting us, and there's beauty in the world, and we love other people. I think fundamentally, on some level, that's as simple as we want it, and we want to keep it. And on this day, again, you have wonderful insight. Both of these cards kind of pull you out of the fires of this, and they allow you to perceive it and say, okay, these are the things that I like, and these are the things that I don't like. These are the things that are going to lead me to freedom, and these are the dead ends. You have a very, very laser sharp focus on all of that today. The King of Swords heightens that even more, and you'll be able to look at your world, your life, and see if there's passion and fire in it or not. And if there's no passion, fire, or room for growth, then it's time to make a change, to cast your arrow elsewhere. And if it is full of fire and growth and the potential to progress, then you'll see that, and you'll be able to feel it and enjoy it, and really know today that you're on the right track. So if you're someone who's uncertain about their career, if you're undecided, is this what I like? Because you do enjoy it, but is this it? Is this what I'm supposed to do? Or is there something totally else out there for me? On this day, asking about that, asking what your passions and desires are, is really going to give you a very clear message back, i.e., this job is not the right job for you, or absolutely this person is the person who is right for me because we're in love and we're compatible and I see a lot of growth and we're not the same, but I see us working together to really come out of a place of chaos and move to this place of unity at the end of this long road. So the passion can be applied to things like life purpose, work. It can be relationships. It can be things you care about. It can be ideals. Anything that makes you feel fired up and focused on your spiritual path and progress is going to become very, very clear to you today, and you'll get a very uncomplicated response. So if you're afraid of asking that question, don't ask it today, because you'll be forced to quit the job, for instance. Do I like my job today? Immediately it'll come back yes or no. If it's no, then, the thing is that you have to take some guidance on it. See, not some guidance, some action on it. And a lot of people are unwilling to do that because it means effort and change. So the opportunity is there for you today to make some changes if you want. If you want to keep everything as it is, then that's absolutely your choice. This is a flash of insight today and an opportunity for you to make changes if you choose. 14 and 1 is 15 and 1 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. And 7 in numerology is about mind and creativity. So it's your ideas, it's your mind, it's your amazing focus that shows you where the fires are burning in your life and where they aren't. And where you want to build a big bonfire and where you want to kind of brush the ashes away. And that's an amazing choice to have. So there's real freedom in that, because you get to choose which way you want to move ahead in consciously and to be the director of your own life, which is huge. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please visit the website. It's gregoryscott.com. I use astrology, tarot, and numerology in my readings. I can look at what your life purpose is, what your vocational aptitudes are, if the path you're on right now is really working for you or not, to give you that clarity and certainty if you're not feeling 100%. We can look at your love life, your career, family, health, spiritual progress, living situations, anything at all. So if you would like a private reading with me, then get in touch via the website. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's free of charge, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.